Hey Capricorn, Capricorn rising. Welcome to your 2025 horoscope and cosmic energy reading. I just want you to know that this won't apply to every single Capricorn or Capricorn rising, and that's because you have a unique individual chart. If you want to go deeper, book an astrology reading. But let's get into it because there are a lot of changes, and one of them is Pluto is no longer in your sign. So you're ready to move ahead now. You're ready to move forward. The intensity, the chaos, the density, the shadows, the fears, the demons that you had to face, like the dark nights of the soul that you've had to undergo with Pluto specifically, that's over with now. Now we are moving on. Pluto is in Capricorn for the next 20 years. So you can breathe, okay? You can breathe. Now let's jump straight into it because there's a lot of changes occurring as soon as we kick off January. One is that Mars is going to be in retrograde as soon as we kick off 2025. And Mars goes retrograde in Leo, but then it does move into Cancer, which means it will impact your 7th house of relationships. Now, this area of life for you is pretty interesting. Interesting in terms of when we kick off January, we have Mars retrograde. And Mars is impacting your house of relationships and other people and partnerships. But then also what's exciting is that this year we're going to have Jupiter, the planet of growth and the planet of expansion, moving into Cancer, which means it moves into your 7th house. So at the beginning of the year, you may experience some shadows that you have to go over, that you have to figure out and understand and learn from and transform and heal. This may be a frustrating time where you want to move forward, you want to move ahead in whether it's a relationship, a business type of partnership, or whomever is very significant in your life during that time. You want to move forward in a certain relationship, but things are kind of holding you back and telling you to go a little more inwards and slow down and process things. There may even be like ego battles and power struggles. So that's the theme of relationships for you at the beginning of the month until February, when Mars does move forward in Cancer. But then later on, in June, in summer, we got Jupiter moving into your 7th house. And like I said, Jupiter brings growth and expansion. So this area of life can also attract a lot of positivity, a lot of prosperity, a lot of abundance, a lot of growth. That is major. Jupiter in the 7th house can mean somebody new coming into your life, or taking a relationship to a next level, going from just dating into something very serious, or even, getting engaged, getting married. Like, this is a really positive energy. Now, you've had Pluto in your sign, so that has been really transforming relationships. I mean, life and death. It's Pluto, it's Hades, it's going into the depths of your soul, it's the underworld, facing your darkest, deepest fears and shadows. Now, Jupiter is the complete opposite to Pluto. It's a light-hearted energy. It's very joyful, and it brings a lot of blessings and positivity. So this could be really good for you. On the other hand, when Jupiter, depending on what else it's impacting in your chart specifically, Jupiter can escalate things because it's about expansion. If you're going through certain situations that may not be the most delightful or the most joyful, it can be prone to expand that or escalate that even further. So it really depends on your chart, but overall this does indicate and signify growth and expansion in terms of relationships, okay? So that's something really exciting to look forward to. Now, in terms of relationships, it's a major theme for everyone this year because we are going to have Venus going retrograde as well as Mercury going retrograde during the same time. March the 1st, Venus goes retrograde in Aries, and then March the 15th, we have Mercury retrograde that goes retrograde in Aries and Pisces. And that will be impacting your 4th and 3rd house. So during this time, and I'll leave more dates in the description box, you can find yourself having to slow down in terms of home, family dynamics, in terms of travel, in terms of just your daily habits as well, even when it comes to your mind, things slowing down, you having to reprocess, re-strategize, or re-evaluate, or refocus and redirect your energy. So that's a period of the year where there's going to be a lot of back and forth and navigating through some more shadows regarding the home, regarding family, regarding what makes you feel safe and secure and what makes you feel stable, as well as your mind, your mental energy. That's going to be major as well. We're also going to have the lunar eclipses this year in the Pisces and Virgo axis on January the 11th. The North Node enters Pisces, meaning it's going to enter your 3rd house, which means the South Node will be in your 9th house. So these 2 areas of life, your mind, your mental energy, your communication, travel, higher learning, that's going to go through a transformation as well. You may find a lot of your old belief systems going through a major shift, a major change. You might find that your way of communicating or your way of thinking or learning or understanding things, your beliefs are also just expanding on a much more deeper and spiritual level. So that's going to be huge. As you can see on the screen, March the 14th, we have a lunar eclipse in Virgo. And then on September the 7th, we have a lunar eclipse in Pisces. September the 21st, we have a solar eclipse in Virgo. So that's going to be going on for a while this year, and that's the area of life it'll be impacting the most. So that's where you need to also put your focus in, and just naturally your higher self, the universe, whatever you believe in, will orchestrate certain things in your life to make you grow more in this area of life, because the North Node is about the energy we need to move forward in. Now, March the 29th, we do have a solar eclipse in Aries, and that will be impacting your 4th house. And the 4th house is still going to be a major theme for you. So home, family life, security, stability, what makes you feel safe, what makes you feel at home. This could also have to do with relationships as well. And the reason why this is still going to be a major theme for you this year is not only that you have a solar eclipse in Aries on March the 29th, but also on March the 30th, Neptune enters Aries, which means it moves into your 4th house. On May the 24th, Saturn enters Aries. So there's a lot of energy here. Neptune can make you look at things from rose-tinted glasses and drift away in illusions and fantasy, whereas Saturn is a complete opposite and will make you face reality for what it is, regardless of how harsh it is. So when these 2 energies come together, there's a lot of breaking rose-tinted glasses. This could be a period of time where it's not the most exciting, it's not the most inspiring either. In fact, it's a very serious time in your life where you really got to look at things that are not working out, or belief systems, or family structures, family dynamics, or just habitual patterns as well, things you've inherited that are not working out, and the energy is coming to a point where it needs to shift and change. Now, this is going to be a cycle. It's not going to happen overnight, because Neptune is one of the most slowest moving planets, and Saturn also takes its time. And due to retrograde season, Neptune and Saturn will be moving out of Aries, going back into Pisces, and then moving back into Aries. So it's going to be a journey and it's going to be a process, but just think of it as your higher self, the universe, wanting you to really get more serious. And listen, you're a Capricorn. You already are so serious. You are ruled by Saturn, but this area of life specifically, there needs to be a lot of things worked through. There may be more responsibilities. There may be things that you have to take up, and it's just something else that's on your plate. But you can get through it. You're a multitasker. You're a manifestor. You can get through it. But there will be some serious life themes that come up that need to be navigated through. And this is to really develop you as a person and help you become another version of yourself, another version of your maturity is going to really come out, and you're really going to rise in that and really channel that Saturnian energy, the elder energy. So that's something also to take into consideration for 2025 and the next years coming ahead. Now let's move on to Uranus, because that will also be changing signs. On July the 7th, Uranus enters Gemini, which means it's moving out of your 5th house into your 6th house. Now, Uranus in the 6th house means it's shaking up your daily life. It's going to be shaking up your habits and your routine. Now, it's a slow-moving planet. It won't impact everyone at the same time. And due to retrograde season, it also will move back into your 5th house, into Taurus. So you like your stability, you like your routine, you like a structure, okay? You are very structured. Here comes Uranus, really shaking things up, where it may feel like it's making you feel uncomfortable, it's making you feel like you're not organized, it's making you feel like you don't have control over your life, because Uranus is very unpredictable. Things can happen in your day-to-day life where you weren't expecting them, and then it just kind of ruins your schedule in a way. And I don't mean that as in it's gonna ruin or sabotage you, no. As a Capricorn, you like to follow a routine, you like to follow a structure. So anything that doesn't go your way or goes to plan, that's how you may feel. You may feel like you're losing control. However, what Uranus is really doing here is shaking things up so that you can expand and learn new things, and that you can evolve in a different way, where you're so used to a structure and so used to a routine. And yes, Saturn is going to be in the 4th house, so there's going to be a bit of both, but at the same time, Uranus is going to bring a little more excitement to your routine, a little more energy that you're not used to, where it's different, it's new, it's unfamiliar. Can make you feel uncomfortable, but if you're open to it, it can also expand you in a lot of ways. And with Uranus in the 6th house, this has to do with not just your everyday life and your habits and your routine. It also has to do with work. It also has to do with how you're of service to others. And it also has to do with health and wellness. You may find your health changing or shifting, so always take that very seriously and seek medical help from a medical professional if that is the case. This may also be very spiritual in nature, where you're very excited and interested in learning about just other types of modalities regarding health and wellness. This may be a time where things at work change, or you leave a job, or you get some type of promotion that was unexpected, or you just feel like you need a major change in your life because what's been working for so long is just not serving you anymore, and you need something different in your life. So there's that as well. Okay, so a lot of shifts, a lot of changes, a lot of excitement on the way. Now let's talk about your full moon in Capricorn. You're only going to have one full moon this year. You're not going to have a new moon, and that's because in 2024 you had a couple. So on July the 10th, we have a full moon in Capricorn, and that is specifically going to be impacting those Capricorns that have any planets at 18 degrees or close by. Full moons are about bringing things to a closure, an end, a release, a transformation. So this could be a time where you can find something changing from one form to another. If you've been working hard on something, you may see the fruits of your labor as well. You may see things come to a culmination point. It just depends on what's going on in your life during that time. And this could, of course, be regarding home, family. It could be regarding work, career, or even relationships, or even just like your identity and specifically your goals and what you want to achieve. Now, December the 15th, Mars will enter Capricorn, which means this is going to be a time where you're going to be very focused. You're going to have a lot of energy to achieve. Mars loves being in Capricorn, so this is when you're really going to be channeling the goat that you are and getting things done. So whatever you need to get done, it's going to happen. So that's going to be a really good time for you. So Capricorn rising, exciting times ahead. I hope you enjoyed your yearly forecast. If you did, show this video some love, and I hope you have an incredible, beautiful, transformational year ahead, and I will catch you very soon. Sending you so much love.